All right, so we're gonna make a video about what not to do in the woods.
We already made that video.
Oh. So what I'll do is I'll count this thing off, 3, 2, 1, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm gonna just let you go through this stuff and kind of set it down. And any questions you have, you can ask. Don't be too green. Like, I mean, you gotta know what some of this stuff is.
Well, I do know what some of it is.
Okay, yeah.
When you want to start?
I don't, when you count it off.
You said you were going to count it off. Last time I counted off, you had a big to-do about that.
Yeah, because you counted it off like 1, 2, 3.
I did not.
Action.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to say action.
You're not Paramount.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
You got to act the part, dude.
Okay, so here we go. You ready?
Right. One.
No, 3.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. That was it.
No.
Okay, folks.
All right, so you introduce us.
Well, this is Mike here. We call him Eagle when he's being good, Bald Eagle when he's being bad.
Touche.
I'm T-Dog.
Or to dog.
There's no or about it. I'm the sane one. He's the not so sane one. So we're going to take you through what you should have on you anytime you go into the woods, right?
Similar what I carry, and he's going to get an opportunity to look through it.
Yeah,
And
we'll
see if there's anything that he recognizes and give him some ideas for him to get semi-organized in.
Yeah, because I'm not organized.
Well, it's not that he's not organized.
No, I'm not organized.
Well, he has everything you need for sustainability for the rest of your life.
Yeah, in Alaska.
But if he puts it in
the
a
snow.
backpack and has to go out,
Yeah.
that's what he's trying to do, is he's wanting to get justified to be able to go out and say that he has everything. And this is just some of the stuff that I carry in my backpack, or it carries on my waist.
Right.
So he'll open it up, he's going to look through it and see what we've got.
So let's get to it. So this right here. Now, first off, I really think the bags are cool. No, it is. It's leather. It's got your antler here. That's just pretty cool. So we're going to open this first one up here. And we've got just a few little containers here.
These containers, during Christmas is a good time to find these. Generally, you can get them for 50 cents. They're gift box containers, is what they are. That one was a cookie one, I think, and I got it, and it was like 75 cents with cookies in it. But I just spray painted them black. You can spray paint them any color that you like, but containers are good to have because you can do a lot of stuff with these.
But the first one here, and basically what we've got here is, this is everything you need to start firewood. Now, I don't know exactly what this is here, but as a kid, I used to peel this stuff off. I mean, there's trees out there. You just peel it right off, and we used to play with it. Mike, what kind of...
That's actually birch bark there.
Birch bark, yeah.
In our area, we have other things that are similar, but they don't have the oils that birch bark would have in it.
Yeah.
Sycamore trees and things like that, you know, some of that stuff we get. But these things right here, to use this, and I'm going to give Terrence a few of these to play with. This side here, it will light up, but you don't have to light it up with. Generally, what you'll do with it is take your knife and flake and once you have, you know, a little bit of it on there, you can ignite that, and then this whole thing will light up. And this piece right here, the whole piece probably will burn for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So it'll give you a little bit of time to get some sustainability to get your fire going.
Yeah. And other things that you've got here, I see that this right here, it's got a waxy texture to it. You can unravel it, you said. What do you call this?
That's bank line.
Bank line.
What I carry it in there for, there's enough of it there to where I can light it and it'll burn if I had to for a little while to get it going straight.
Yeah.
But it's also, I can use it for a bow drill. It's just a little small hank of that. And then this one right here was a bow drill at one time, and as you can see, it's done went down. But
you can use it for a lot of fire.
Right, and I kept it in there to just fray it up to get some sparks in case I need it. But it's just something that I keep in it, you know. And none of this stuff is expensive.
I mean, you can go collect it out in the woods. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I haven't seen this though.
That is chaga.
Chaga.
Chaga. Chris Wyndham gave me that. He had got it from somewhere up in Maine. And
is it wood?
It's a fungus type, but you can use this for collecting an ember if you wanted to, but I keep it mostly in case of an emergency, but I use it to boil it in water for chaga tea.
Chaga tea. We're gonna have to try some of that.
This one right here is the one that I have been using mostly for chaga tea. I'll take a little piece of it out, put it in the water, and I'll get him some of it today. It's got a lot of medicinal factors to it and a lot of other stuff, and I don't really know all the key components of what all it does actually provide,
but it's a fungus.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So that's what we got here, and all this stuff here is mainly just, like I said, to start a fire. And I've watched video. Yeah, go ahead.
This is just a big lighter. Normally, it goes down into a pill box.
What you got there? Duct tape, right?
Duct tape.
You can fix anything with duct tape.
You can. I mean, you'll be surprised at what all you can do with it.
Yeah.
And it's just a little roll of black duct tape. You can use it for fire. You can start a fire with it. You can also use it to patch up something other, maybe on your backpack for a temporary fix. I've used it for several things.
And see this right here, we've just got more things to start a fire with. I don't know what it is, but
what this actually is duck cloth. This is what we would use to char, to make flint and steel. This stuff right here is just shavings from the end of when I make knife lanyards and stuff. So I just keep all the ends of it, and I throwed it down in there because it's a good fire starter.
Yeah.
And
there you go. Well, the one thing we're missing is this.
Fluff. What's that?
The cotton balls and the Vaseline.
I don't carry them with me a lot. I did in the beginning, and I do believe that it's something other that you would want. This is just an old file. If you go back and look at some of the videos, you don't have to pay a lot of money for a fire striker. Just an old file, shave the sides down, and it'll get you going.
Yeah, pick them up at the garage sales or something.
Yeah.
But that's our fire starter. So we got the nice little kit. And one of the things that I'm finding is you want to be organized. I mean, because what's happening, as I know, I've got a bunch of stuff over there, but God knows where it's at. Finding
it in a rush.
Yeah.
Later we'll talk about.
Well, I'm gonna get more organized with it.
Yeah, your backpack. I see so many people that load them backwards. And I don't really, you know, I mean, it's to each is their own, but I see a lot of people that load their backpacks up heavy at the bottom and light at the top, and I see them putting stuff they don't know. They've got 1,000 different pockets. You can't find nothing. You're in a hurry. You get aggravated. And once you get aggravated, your trip is getting ruined right there.
Yeah.
So
you want it to be nice, casual, and you want to enjoy yourself.
Now this pouch right here.
This is a cool pouch here.
This was made by Rafter 3, Drew. He made this for me about 6 months ago, gave it to me as a gift. It's got some Mexican braid around the top of it. It's a very nice pouch. Now, he does make and sell those as well.
Got yourself a
little dangler there.
Let's go ahead and see what's in it. There. Well, okay, so this is cool. This right here is an antler. Made something out of that. We'll tell you what it is. This is more of the line that we were discussing.
You'll notice
here we got another pouch.
Have a lot of stuff for bank line, but this right here is made for bow drill. I can just hold it up here. You can turn it whichever way it fits your hand best, and it gives you a bearing block. I just kind of made that. And
yeah, it's pretty cool though. I mean, did you shine it up or something? Because it's
well,
nice
I did.
Glossy. Yeah.
I mean, I polished it. I'm bad about polishing stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. How do you polish it?
Buffer.
Buffer.
Buffing wheel.
So we got, this is all kind of compact in here. But this is just more, hey, here we go. This is cool. As a kid, I know what we did with this. Again, you can use the sun to start your fire.
I think that everybody should have one of these. There's actually two. I think that you should have them. I actually have a larger one that a friend of mine gave me and made me a nice pouch for it, Homer Mayo. And it's a big one. I think it came out of an old projector TV. Man, that thing right there, you can stand over here and zap a fire over at somebody else's camp if you wanted it.
We had some fun with that.
Yeah, it's a big one. We used to burn ants and do all the other stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, these here are just...
You grew up kind of sadistic, didn't you?
Yeah. But you can pick these up. I think this bottom one, the small one, came from the Pathfinder. The thinner they are, the harder they are to get to ignite, but they will ignite. The thicker it is, the quicker it'll produce the heat directly to where you want it to go from the sun.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Get anything off Amazon.
Amazon is a great place to get a lot of stuff, but make sure that when you buy, and I buy a lot of cheap things sometimes because you just don't need them, but certain things,
yeah,
quality.
You want to spend a little bit. It's kind of like your boots.
Yes.
You want a good pair of boots. I mean, you're going to spend $100 at least, if not more. I don't know how you got that in there.
Did you?
Oh, when it goes in here.
You didn't open everything up in there.
Well, we just had more of that birchwood or whatever.
You think it was?
I know what it was. I looked at it.
This has all kinds of stuff. We got to get in here and start showing him. He must be in a hurry.
Well, look at that. No, that's nice. I like that. What is that?
Didn't even see it.
Well,
It's
no,
a
I missed
Hudson
it.
Bay cigar striker, cigar lighter. Oh, another Fresnel lens.
Well, that's something. Look at that. Did it come open?
Yeah.
Okay, we got some more nifty stuff here. You're right. I missed it. Not sure what all this is. That's cool. Did you make that?
Huh? No, not that one.
Let you explain what all that is.
Well,
but that's cool.
Here is some more chaga pieces inside of it.
Yeah, see, I told you we went through this already.
This is a piece of leather. Sometimes what I'll do is, like, if I got it, I'll put to put my strikes and stuff down into it, but I also use it to keep it inside. And what it's really more for than anything is to keep from the moisture will collect on that leather quicker than it does on any of the other. These are just small pieces. Now, have you ever used a Flint Striker?
Nope.
Well, let's see if we can get you a little striking experience and see what you can do.
What do you got here?
That is the striker. I want you to put this about right in there and hold it. Now I want you to take this and strike down onto that.
I see some spark. A lot of spark. We're gonna be here for a while to clear the fire.
Flip it over. No, flip the whole rock, the church. Yeah, slide that back a little bit. Raise it up here so they can kind of see what we're doing. Now, take this, and instead of going this away, go this away, and you're trying to get the sparks to hit up in there. There's several different ways, but I found that works the best. You're just barely wanting to strike it because you're just knocking off. There you go.
There it is, folks. Look at that.
Now blow on it. Keep blowing. Stand it up. Show them up there and keep blowing. Stand up. Now keep blowing. Blow real, real hard. Blow harder.
Folks, we got a fire here. Look at that.
Now keep blowing.
We kind of burned the fingers at this
That's
point,
exactly
Mike.
why I want you to blow it hard.
But there she is, man. That's pretty cool, huh?
You don't have to blow that hard. I was just trying to see if I could get your finger to heat up.
You see what I'm talking about this day? I mean, my Lord. But that is just out and out cool. I like that. That's cool.
Chert in my area, which
go to
is
the hospital now.
yeah, make sure you snuff it out.
I'll let you in.
You just lay it right there. and it'll snuff itself out.
Well, where'd you find this? I mean, where'd you come up with that?
This piece here came from England. This is actual chert. I had a guy send me this stuff, a bag full of it. But you can find chert around here.
Chert.
Yeah, and that's anything.
How do you spell that?
Chert.
Chert.
Yeah.
Okay. So you look it up on, wherever.
Right, and but you can find it, and when we wander around today, I'm gonna let him look for pieces that will ignite. Quartz will light, do the same thing.
Well, it sure lit up,
and
that's pretty
you
cool.
You can see a lot.
That's got to
it.
be the easiest way to start a fire.
Yeah and no, or yes and no. Why I say yes and no is conditions change. When it's cold and real bad outside,
yeah.
With humidity, not so bad. But when you start getting, or the summer humidity, but in the wintertime,
yeah,
whenever that moisture's in the air, your material is what you got to ignite. You just lit that. That would never make a flame by itself. Just it has to have something else, a fuel.
Grass
to come,
or something, yeah.
Right. And we'll pick some of that up, because what we're going to do is kind of do a few little videos of letting him get, because this is the honest truth. When you start this, your excitement will explode. When you make your first fire, well,
that's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, and I mean, it will explode. So if you're getting new into this, I recommend finding some flint chert, because it'll put you on a path of getting moved towards where you want to end up at. So, but we have that, and this is just some more birch bark that I keep, because a lot of the times this is in my bag. This is for reserves, things that when I'm at camp or whatever. This is what I'm going to go exploring with, which will be this stuff right here. And what that does is if I get stuck and I need fire, I've got it. This is what the components that I will have for making fire, which, another little lighter inside of it. And this here is duck cloth. Now, whenever you use this, and I may let you in a minute make a fire over there and let you make your own char, and then we'll get you you can just stop by today and get you some Altoids, put them in a Ziploc bag, eat them as you're riding around, pop the can. You don't, a lot of people, I do it, put a hole right here. You don't have to do that with an Altoids tin to make char, because the gases will expand outside of all these rivets, so you don't have to put the hole. I did on this one here. I've had this one right here is 10 years old. This one right here, I just painted it, and it's just what I keep my other one in it, and it had a larger hole in it when I realized that I didn't really need to.
So what's the hole for?
To let the gases expand out of it. And we're going to get you some of that and let you make some over there in the fire in a minute. And it's one of the easiest processes that you'll get, but you do want.
That looks like it'd be very easy.
Yeah, I mean, really all you're doing is putting it in there and throwing it over. You can use a t-shirt, a pair of pants, I mean, whatever, but.
Yeah, we'll use your pants and shirt.
No, that's good. There's enough in there for 250 fires. For me, maybe 175.
And we're not
for somebody
talking about
new.
Expensive stuff.
No, I mean, everything here, you can take a file, $1, you find this stuff right here, a t-shirt.
Can you find that in Georgia though?
Oh yeah, you're gonna find it right out here, where we're at. There's some videos going back to where I've just walked by and picked up a whole pocket full, just walking down an old road bed. But that's what we have inside of that, and then there's just some more line. So
I will say these are some of the coolest bags. Whoever made this, they did a really great job there.
Josh does Drew, he does a very good job on all of his leather.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, he made that for me, and it was exciting.
Yeah.
But is there more stuff that I could put in this? Yes. But this is what I'm comfortable with. And I guess what I want to really turn a lot of these videos into is you can watch a lot of videos and be so confused and buy a lot of stuff, because you've kind of been watching, and you have you not?
I bought a lot of stuff.
I did. I mean, anybody that's been in this for a little while or getting started.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Blow, man, he's using that. I need some of that. And then it just keeps.
It can get expensive, and you're just buying a lot of the stuff that you're I've got a whole pack. I mean, the whole truck is packed full of stuff. But that's been over like a 2 or 3 year period. I guess we got involved in this. Well, we kind of met.
Yeah.
It's been over a year ago, isn't it? Has
Yeah.
it been that long? Yeah, it's been.
I
about
mean,
a year
we've
ago.
known each other for a long time, but he moved
Well,
off
yeah,
to
but
Texas
I moved on,
and
came
moved
back,
around.
yeah, and so I've collected a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to go through it. And just
There's a difference between car camping and
Well, what I want to explore is we've got the car camping. I mean, and it's fun. We have a great time, especially if you bring that whatever that alcohol he was bringing and watching him. I've got it all on video, folks. It's coming out. I'm gonna make millions. But yeah, what I'd really like to do is go on a hunting trip, and we take what's in our backpack and we go out for a couple days, kill the deer or the bear, gut that puppy right out there.
well, I'm gonna wait until it gets a little cooler down
Bring the
here in
grill.
Georgia.
Yeah, it is kind of warm last night.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
cooled down nicely.
And the bad thing about Georgia, where we're at, up until really when all the bucks and all the does are really just hunkered down, you can't deer camp, because as soon as you shoot it, you got to gut it, you got to get it in the truck and get it processed, or have a cooler with some ice and stuff.
Well, we're gonna bring a cooler.
Yeah, because I mean, you'll have to, but I'm not backpacking a cooler.
But now later on, once we get some of this down, we're going north, Mike. We're going north, and we're gonna do some serious moose hunting. Moose or elk.
I have a
Those
couple
things
of
will come
friends
after you.
that they get a
Call them up
moose
and tell
every
them we're
year.
gonna be up there.
I actually have another friend that lives in Canada. They have to get picked for a tag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't just.
You just don't go hunting moose?
Yeah, you just don't go hunting moose like you do deer and buy a tag. I think you have to be picked. I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna be honest with you though. Would I shoot a moose? Yeah. Would I love to have some moose? Yes. I've ate it before, but that moose ain't no little puppy.
Well, we're gonna have to have one of those. What do you call those things?
What we're gonna have to have is running
Arctic.
shoes.
Running shoes? No. I don't need running shoes. I can outrun you.
We see a 12-point buck walk through these woods right here at about 190, and it's amazing. You get up there and you got a moose that's 800 to 1,000 pounds, I
He's
guess.
coming
I'm
after
not
you.
even sure. But anyway, before we get all the subject, because we got a bunch of it, I'm going to take Terrence and we'll cut this here and we'll move over to there. And I'm going to get him to make his own char cloth and get him started.
Make your own char cloth.
Yes.
Make it.
Make it. But yes, you are going to bake it. In a sense, you are.
Make it and bake it.
You shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Make it, bake it, shake it.
So guys, hold on. Let's go over there and throw it. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this, but if you haven't, it's going to be something other that it's going to be pretty amazing to him to watch it. And
That's
we
cool
won't
stuff,
film the whole
yeah.
process. We'll just do what we have to do and then come back and cut it and then let him have it. And then we'll find him something to put it in and
Yeah.
we'll
All right.
get to going.
Well, let's do it.
So let's go.
All right. Take 257.
257
Action.
Wywit. Go.
Action. All right, here we go. What do you call this stuff again?
That is duck cloth.
We're going to take some duck cloth here.
Lay them in there kind of loose. You don't have to be super loose, but you do want them a little loose.
A little loose.
Yeah.
They're loose. Loose as a goose.
Yep. Close it up. And now we're going to take it over to the fire.
And we got the hole in it.
Yeah. And you don't, here, let's show the hole. You
Little
don't
hole.
have to put this hole in an Altoids tin. The gases will expand out of this right here and around the edges of it. But if you do have something like this, it's going to be a tighter fit. You do want the gases to expand out of it. So
Yeah, so I think I'm catching on to this now, what we're going to do. I think I'm catching on to it
yeah.
now. So,
So
all right, we're gonna go
take
ahead.
it over there. You don't have to put it up in the middle of the fire. Just lay it right up there where them coals are
The whole
at.
thing.
Right in there.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just lay it up in there where it's going to
It's
get
nice
going.
and hot.
Yeah. So we're going to give that about a minute, minute and a half, and then when it starts doing what it's got to do, well, I'll turn the camera back.
Out of it right here.
Wait a minute. Now,
Releasing those gases right there. You see the smoke and the fire? Because there's a fire going too occasionally.
Don't do that because you're putting oxygen in it.
Well, so we're just charring the contents.
Yes, but it's trying to catch. So slide it out of the flame. There you go. It'll go. Three, two, one.
Action. All right. So we have let this simmer in the fire here. It's nice and cooled down. And remember when we put this in there, it was nice and white. And the object is to just char it. So all of our previously white, what do you call this?
That's duck cloth. It's a canvas.
Duck cloth is now charred. And it's ready to put on that rock, strike, and start a fire.
And then we'll start the fire up in another video.
There you go.
So, anything you want to tell the folks?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
All right.